Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video, a very quick one today, but I wanted to show to you guys how to use laser guided ammunition. I see a lot of people asking it how to do it, especially because they just got the Su-25 or even the Su-25K, obviously because it's a premium and stuff like that, and a lot of people are buying it, and they don't know how to use the guided missiles. So I'm going to make a video on how to do that. So yeah, first of all, we have to um, understand how it works. Basically, you have a guidance system here, okay? So you have basically a laser rangefinder, but a very strong one that emits continuously the laser, okay? The infrared radiation. And with that, we have a passive sensor on the nose of the missiles that will see that by basically they are a little camera, but they only see IR stuff. They don't see image, just I mean they see image, but just the beam of infrared. And with that they know where it is with a very marginal frequency, and with that they can actually see just the laser and not everything else that is being emitted and stuff like that. And with that you can actually guide a missile to the target. Okay, so that's how it works. And basically you don't have any cameras, okay? In game, I'm going to talk a little bit more later, but you don't have any cameras. As you see, it's just the HUD. The thing is, the HUD and the laser designator here, they are connected, and in game, you are controlling the laser designator as with the HUD. That little camera with the cross, yellow cross that I'm going to show, it is actually the gaijin actually coded to simulate it being controlled by the HUD. Okay, so basically this is how it works. It will be the pilot will see a crosshair on the nose on the HUD, and on that crosshair it's where the laser designator is actually aiming. Okay, so first of all we need to configure the um, little controls that we see. So we need basically just a few. Obviously, we are using the fire secondary weapons and stuff like that to actually use it. We need a button just to have it for the toggle laser designator. And it's good to have like a sight stabilization button. You're not going to use too much, but in this specific case, but it is better to use that, okay? So basically these are the main two buttons, the fire secondary weapon together with the laser toggle laser designator one. Okay, and then you just to be a little bit easier, go for options and then air battles, and then you go for enable laser designator before launch. In this way you don't have to actually click the toggle laser designator button, you just click the fire button to just use it. Okay, so you just need to click the button to fire the missile, and it will automatically already lock. It will not lock any vehicles, okay? It will lock a position on the ground, and you have to actually just change it up where you want to. Okay, so let's go for a test flight, and I will show to you guys a bit. So we are here in the test flight, as you see, and obviously I'm using the secondary stuff instead of the fire guided stuff here. You can use it too, a fire air to ground missile and weapon lock and stuff like that. You can use it here. But I normally just use this, okay? Fire secondary and fire primary. And then I choose which one I want with the switch secondary. So for example, um, here I can switch. If you see on the left side up there, you can switch between them, okay? So let's pick up the KH-29L, which is the bigger one. And let's get that vehicle. So it has a 8 kilometer range, okay? And it does loft to increase the range. So don't mind if the missile just goes up. It's normal. It's lofting to have more range. Okay. So and then we have, before we shoot, we have this camera. So this camera is supposed to be this. Okay. In real life, you would just point the nose to the target, and you click the button to lock it, and would lock it like this, okay? And then you would have a button to just move around a little bit, and Gaijin simulated that with this camera, okay? So that you can do minor changes. But in real life, you would just use the HUD like this. That's why it doesn't have a camera. This is an actual simulation of the HUD. As you see with the pitot tubes there, we are on the nose, but yeah, it's supposed to be the HUD to where the laser designator is looking at. Okay, so this is how it works. Let's turn around, and obviously we have 8 kilometers, so we are kind of fast here. Let's open the air brakes. So normally I would just change the camera over here, okay? And as you see, you can click the U button and it will be already with the laser designator, but just click the fire air-to-air missile. As you see, launch is allowed. You just click once and launch is allowed, okay? It's just like that. Let's change it up again. KH-25, see? I click once, the fire secondary weapon, launch is allowed. If it's showing something different like cannot launch, it's because the designated area is out of range or the laser designator is not on, okay? So you have to think about this. Then it doesn't have a lot of zoom, as you see, and the zoom is inverted, obviously. And then you just shoot the missile and point it there. And then you have to maintain the nose kind of in the general area. As you see here, it is guiding, as you see. But if you put too much turning to it, it will not guide the missile, okay? It loses the track. So let me show to you guys how it works like that. So launching is allowed. I launched the missile, but if I turn too much, I lose the lock. I think it's still going actually. Yeah, this is just completely BS because the laser designator does not turn that much. But as you see, you can maintain the laser designator a lot, but just think that it is not working properly. It's not supposed to be doing that, okay? Another way that you can do it in simulator, for example, you can actually use the HUD, as I said, like in real life. So let's change for the KH-29L. And let's turn for the target. You can actually just point the nose to the target and you can just click it. See, point the nose there and you just keep clicking to lock it. The button to select a designated target. Let's see how the button is. I always forget what button this is actually, but I think it's activate target point. You can click this to actually use it as well, as you see, for example. And then you click to turn it on, and then you just fire. So you click twice, okay, the fire button. You will click once, and then you will click again. And then you just maintain the lock, as you see. And the target, I mean, I think I missed, but still, you know what I mean. You can do this by third person as well. You just have to point at the direction that you want, for example. So in a general way, it's a better way to just guide the target. So for example, I want to hit that little house there. So click once and then you just, there. Tiny margins, okay? And then you just maintain it and it's destroyed, okay? So it's just that, guys. You click the button to fire. You can, let's see if I can do this. Yeah, see, it's not acquiring because I just clicked the button and he's looking for that target over there, see? So actually what you need is to actually have a way to designate a target. So you do this and you designate by this. Just maintain it there and you just can click and shoot, okay? Or you can do it by here, third person with the with this button, with the activate target point, or you can do it with the activate target point as well in the HUD, as you see here. So for example there, it's guiding for there, you see? If I change it a bit, it will turn. If I change it, you see? It's turning and it goes to the target. So it's a very easy way, but it is problematic sometimes. I think the best way to do it is to actually use it in the third person, okay? It's way easier to use than this camera. It's way too sensitive, and I even have a different mode for my mouse in DPI for just using this mode, but it is just weird to use. So yeah, but basically this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed and found this useful, and I see you guys on the next one. So bye guys, see ya, subscribe.